Oh my goodness, we love our pets. They're part of our family, and we want them to live as long as possible and in good health. I am with neurosurgeon Dr. Tessa Melland at VCA Eureka. She's here to help explain how she can do that and make that happen for our pets. So good to see you.
Yeah, great to see you
Why
too.
would a pet need to see a neurosurgeon?
Yeah, the areas we focus are on the brain and the spine. So anything that could go wrong in either of those areas sometimes means that a dog will need surgery, whether that's a biopsy of the brain or whether that is the most common thing, which is a herniation in the back of a disc. So like a bulging disc, that's the most common thing that we tend to do surgery on.
Yes, and it's so scary, right?
Yes.
We as pet owners, we're
Yes.
trying to assess what's happening.
Yeah.
Walk us through, if we have to come here to the ER, what
Yeah.
can we expect if we
Yeah.
bring our fur baby?
You're right, it's scary because the most common sign is that their legs don't work. And so they can be even paralyzed, which is quite scary. And so when they come through the ER, the first thing is their pet will be assessed to make sure they're stable and doing okay, all things considered.
Yeah.
And then they'll get me involved. So the neurologists and neurosurgeons, what we do is do a great exam on them to figure out where that problem is exactly in their back or in their neck, and then get them to the next best step, which is typically an MRI of their spine to help get an answer as to what could be going on, and then to do surgery if that's what's needed.
Okay, so this precious little baby right here, she has a sister, her name is Remy, and Remy had surgery recently. We're
Yes,
gonna
she
go
did.
in and see how she's doing.
Perfect. Hi, Remy.
Oh my goodness, look at Remy, and then she's looking at her sister here.
Look at that tail go.
Oh, I love it. So what happened to Remy?
Remy is the perfect example of what we were just talking about. She came in because her owners noticed she wasn't able to use these back legs. Luckily, you can see she's using them great now.
Yes.
Yep.
How old is Remy?
Remy is 3 years old.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're looking at some video. This is post-op.
Yeah.
So how far along is she
Yeah.
in this video compared to now?
Yeah, so in the video, she's about a couple weeks after surgery, which is great. You can see she's able to walk already because she had a disc herniation. So we did the surgery where you remove that disc that's pushing against the spinal cord, and then she ended up doing really, really well. So about 2 weeks later, she's able to walk
And now
again.
look at her. She's doing wonderful.
She's doing great. You can even see her scar on the back is a different color in her hair, which is pretty
You
fun.
already cut your hair back. I love this. Parents get very nervous.
Yes.
We talked about it being scary just a few
Yes.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
What did the pet parents notice that
Yep.
said, you know what, this is triggering a signal that we need to bring her in?
Yeah, so it can range. It can be subtle, just that their back legs are a little bit wobbly, or it can be to the point where they're paralyzed and their back legs are being dragged behind them, so they're not able to move them at all. And then that's when they decide, oh, this is an emergency, and then that's when I tend to get involved.
Do breeds, does it matter the breed of the dog?
Yep, breed really
Okay.
matters in terms of those that are more likely for it to happen. So long back, short legs, things like dachshunds, right? Those are the ones that we think of. She's a special one, so she's a mix between a cavy, a poodle, and a Bichon.
Oh my goodness.
So she's got all of the options in her.
Yeah, all of the
so-
cuteness breeds all rolled into one.
Yeah.
And how long, if you can kind of give us the timeline of the recovery from a disc herniation surgery?
Every dog's a little bit different, but usually by the first couple of weeks, they should hopefully be walking again, depending on how severe the injury was. But usually by about 3 months is the best they're gonna get. And you can see she's actually just about 4.5 or 4 months after surgery, and she looks pretty good.
She looks amazing. And the key here, don't wait too long. If you
Exactly.
notice something, bring your dog
Yep,
in.
exactly right.
All right, Dr. Melland, I know you got to get back to the post-op and looking at Remy there, but we want to give you some information. If your pet is having any discomfort and you feel that they might need emergency assistance, contact VCA Animal Referral and Emergency Center of Arizona. They're located at 1648 North Country Club Drive right here in Mesa, about a half mile south of the 202 freeway. Call 480-877-0191 or visit vcaeureka.com.